written all over it. You know, people look at Minnesota and just really, probably majority think about Vikings and Timberwolves and hockey and baseball and all that. But there's so many stories seem like pushed under the rug, not cared about. You understand me? We talk about justice never not being served. We talk about clear foul play and it's just nothing is said, like nothing happens. You understand me? So I'm about to get into the story of TJ Davis that most Minnesotans probably don't even know nothing about. So let's get it right quick, man. Not even gonna waste no more time with it. Hold up, hold up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. All right, boom. So let's dive into it, man. 1 second, 1 second. So just to start it off, I'm gonna get into some videos later. We're gonna get into this right here first. And I believe this story, I believe this happened in 2021. It's now 2026. I believe still no answers for his mother. So let's start right here, man. Mother searches for answers and closure after son found dead in Mississippi River. She says, I have a lot of questions. It takes me, and I'm determined to get all of those answers, but I need to know what happened to my son here, said Shira. I'm gonna get into a video right quick. Give me 1 second.
Search effort throughout the night. Around 11 a.m. Sunday, deputies recovered TJ's body near the Marshall Street Bridge.
I have a lot of questions. Oh, God.
Mississippi River Boulevard.
We did a memorial and go look and
Flowers, candles, and balloons hang from the railing at this memorial along Mississippi River Boulevard.
we did a memorial and go look and it just started growing.
To remember 20-year-old TJ Davis.
Just a lovable guy. Like you wanted to be around him. And that smile, you know, is just lights you up.
Shira says she found out early Sunday that her son went missing on the Mississippi River while out with 4 other friends.
I had a sheriff from Ramsey County and a police officer from St. Paul. They came knocking on my bedroom door window. When they left, I cried for my mom. I lost her 3 months ago. I wanted my mom, and I couldn't. I needed her to hug me.
So she lose her mom, then her son in the span of 3-4 months. Crazy, man.
Ramsey County Sheriff's Office say they continued their search effort throughout the night. Around 11 a.m. Sunday, deputies recovered TJ's body near the Marshall Street Bridge.
I have a lot of questions. And they're you know, it takes time, and I feel I'm determined to get all those answers. I need to know what happened to my son here.
As one by one, TJ's friends and family pay their respect. She's waiting for answers and closure.
Just seems very odd that all 4 boys made it out except my son. And it hurts me.
While holding on to her son's memory.
I'll see you one day. I won't say goodbye. I always say, see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile.
In St. Paul, Charmaine Nero, KARE 11 News.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get into a kind of long video about this whole situation. 1 second here. Now, TJ was a black boy. He went somewhere with it was him and 4 white boys, and he was the one who didn't return. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Get it to it right now. Hold on. Hold up 1 second. 1 second, man. I'm gonna get into this video of his mother once again. Then I'm gonna get into a longer one. But a lot goes on in Minnesota, way more than just football, and certain situations have shown me most people probably don't even care. Here we go. Let's get back to it though. 1 second.
You doing, Mr. Davis? I'm sorry that no social media platform that you reached out to was able to get around to your story for your son.
So she reached out to everybody, like you just said. She reached out to social media platforms. She reached out to big news, big media. No one would cover the story. They just pushed it under the rug. And Minnesota as well. You understand me? But he said, I love her attitude in the wake of such devastation. Yeah, real talk. Real talk, Wiz. Here we go. Let's get back to it.
TJ Davis, much condolences and love and peace abundance to your family.
Hi, my name's Shira Davis, and my son's name's TJ Davis. And I'll tell you about him in a minute.
It's been 5 years this family hasn't had no answers on what
You heard what he said. 5 years, man. 5 years it's been, and no answers at all about what happened to her son, her baby. You understand me? And I'm gonna get into. We'll get into that later. Let's let it rock.
happened to their child. August 29th, 2021. St. Paul, Minnesota. He was a great swimmer.
St. Paul, you heard what he said? St. Paul, Minnesota. You heard what he said? St. Paul, Minnesota. Lamont say they don't. He say they don't. Come on, I know it. You know it, Lamont. You hear me? Heavy, man. We know what's up. We know how it go down. Here we go. But they get mad at the truth though. It's all good. But he said in St. Paul, Minnesota. Let me know if you are from St. Paul in Minnesota. Any people from St. Paul in the chat, etc., live close to St. Paul or know about St. Paul, Minnesota. You hear me? How far is that away from Egan per se? And he said he was a great swimmer, the best swimmer out the bunch. And he's the one that doesn't come back, doesn't return. And he's the best swimmer out the bunch. Once again, you hear me? Heavy.
Awesome swimmer, had maximum training. One of the best. He went with 4 friends. And here we go again. 4 white friends. He doesn't come back.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk to the police. They don't got shit to say.
No, and isn't that crazy? They weren't even forced to talk to the police. You hear me? No one cared. It didn't matter. They didn't have to say nothing. They wouldn't talk to the police. They ignored everything, bro. I'm gonna show you the arrest video or when they were in the back of the cop car and show you the giggling and the laughing, etc. Holden say, oh, it happened 5 years ago. I'm from Minnesota, but 3-hour drive from St. Paul. That's the point, Holden. 5 years ago, no justice. His mother still hasn't got any answers. Mysterious death out of nowhere. You telling me her son goes with 4 other friends and he don't make it back and he the best swimmer out the bunch? He the superior swimmer out the bunch? Come on, man. Let's get real here. That's the sad thing about it, Holden. 5 years, no answers. 5 years, no investigation, no real investigation. That's my point right there. You hear me? That's my point right there, just to show you what type stuff really is going on in Minnesota, man. Much more than football for sure. And certain situations have told me people don't care at all, for real. You hear me? Period. Let's get back to her.
Excuse my language, because it's pissing me off. Because just like you, I got sons, I got daughters, and God have mercy, I would crash all the way to the moon.
In 2021, August 29th, my son was out with 4 white tee young men. And this is in St. Paul, Minnesota. I get a knock on the door early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, that my son is gone. My son was a swimmer, had swimming lessons. He was the strongest and the biggest out of all of them. And none of them have talked. None of them have talked to the police. They don't want to. It's going on 5 years. 5. August 29th this year. He would have been 26 years old this year.
So if that's your friend, right? If that's your friend, your homie, whatever, somebody you call your friend, etc., wouldn't you want to talk or tell his mom what happened? Show any condolences, any emotions to his mom, even just, hey, we're sorry, hey, love you, this and that, sorry about what happened. And y'all the only ones that came back and he didn't, and y'all was swimming and he was, like she just said, the superior swimmer. Something seemed fishy, something seemed real fishy. And St. Paul, Minnesota just pushed it under the rug, period. You know? No investigation, no real investigation at all. Wow, man. Here we go.
No answers. We need answers. We need damn answers right now.
All you creators that I tagged, that I asked, then talk about my son.
You hear what she said? And we talk about social media and we talk about community and this and that. She just said all the creators, everybody she tagged and asked to post about her son, didn't do it all. And this is in Minnesota. And we've seen how just Minnesota Vikings fans get down, some of them, what they said about the players, reacted to the players, etc. But she reached out to the whole Minnesota, damn near, other creators as well, and no one wouldn't even post it for, push it for, put something out there for this lady who just lost her baby to look like what is foul play. And the boys he went with supposed to be his friends, and they don't care about finding out nothing. They won't say nothing. Huh? It looked like they guilty as hell. Got to throw that allegedly in there for real. You know it. I know it. This is all alleged. Come on, man. We talk about right or wrong, and we talk about community. This lady reached out to damn near everybody she could, and nobody wouldn't help her out with nothing, not even a simple post. You understand me? Not even a simple post. And we talk about love in Minnesota and football in Minnesota and this and that in Minnesota. It's starting to look like it's a lot of bunch of hypocrites in Minnesota, man. No cap. You hear? I've seen that from certain situations already. No doubt. And we talking media, football, all the way around, full spectrum, everywhere. Wow, man. Wow. We can talk about football all day, all night. They can push that, post about that, the T-Wolves, the hockey team, the Wings, whoever. But this lady pleaded for somebody to help her just post, make a story about my son. So you couldn't do that for her? Wow, when I tell you this ain't just about the South no more. This is worldwide. And like I always say, good and evil ain't got no color. Period. It's good white people, bad white people, good black people, bad black people, bro. Period. Asians, Hispanics, the list goes on. But certain situations, race is involved, heavy. Hate is involved, heavy, bro. And the way her son went out and nobody, was no investigation, nothing happened, that was dead wrong, Minnesota. Period. Huh? He says, I'm white, but I'm not down with all that Confederate crap. They lost. Why do people think we should be honoring that? No, they need to take the L, not be recognized. Yeah, and like I just said, you know what I mean, Biz? White, black, whatever you are, you either good or bad, good or evil, etc. Once again, it has no color. That's my point right there. You understand me with this situation here? The people he went with, how he didn't return, it looks like foul play all over it. And the fact that she went looking for answers, not money. She wasn't begging for money. She wasn't begging for no GoFundMe or nothing like that. She simply said, hey, make a post for my son, social media. Help me out, social media. Can you push this story for a second? This story with all the questions surrounding what happened. Psst, wow, man. You talk about people being full of shit. Here we go.
And that hurts.
Once again, we got your back. And like I said, Richard Taylor House Publishing, Introvert Rockstar, we need to get you over to my guys over there on YouTube. They will blow this up bigger than I can because I got a smaller platform, but I'm here for the family. I can't understand or fathom your pain, but I send my condolences, peace, and abundance to you, light and love to you.
I'm just so burnt out. Grief is taking a lot out of me. And that's what happens when you lose a child. And I just want to say, dear Black parents, don't let your Black child, I don't care if it's female, male, go out with all white tea people, because you don't know. You don't know.
And it's a shame, bro. You gotta, it's a shame you got a question about who you let your people go out with, who you go out with, etc. Are you the only one of color there? In 2026, you still got to worry about that? But yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Everywhere you go, anywhere you go. But everybody talk about humanity and community. Or do they just want to talk about it when it's convenient and sound good? Huh? Oh, but somebody speak about it, they tripping, they wrong. What? Take the what and leave the what? Here we go. Let's get back to it.
If they're going to make it another day, you just don't know.
This baby didn't deserve this. These are so-called friends. Stop letting your kids, your children, go around these people alone. Matter of fact, don't even go with them. I don't care if it's other 2, 3 other black kids with them, children with them. Don't let it happen.
I'm going to show you pictures of my son and 3 of the white tea men he was with, because the other one, I can't find pictures. Please share.
We go too many times where it's cover up after cover up.
It shows you what Minnesota is really like, really about too. And you know, I'm a Vikings fan forever, but it shows you what Minnesota stands on, or the majority of people who run it, or you know, citizens there, etc. How they really feel, because no one cared about this boy here. It wasn't any effort to solve this case. Wasn't any effort to save his mother, to help his mother with nothing. But everybody can talk about football all day, basketball all day, baseball, hockey, etc. You know? But no one said one word, not even in the state where it happened. My brother Holden just said he ain't even know about it. Who is TJ off the rib? So not one person? Are you kidding me here? And she reached out to people on top of that? Come on, man. That said, people only talk about it when it's political. Damn near. That's part of it, bad. You know, I'm not saying all Biz Woofer. You know, I ain't saying all, bruh. You know that. I know that. You hear me? Like I just said earlier, good and evil ain't got no color. But certain situations, it's about race. Period, man. In 2026, it's still hate crimes out there for the color of somebody they skin, for the color of somebody's skin, and that's the only thing. So I'm just trying to show the other side, how the other side, because we talk about the other side and how it's a community and how people care. But it's been 5 years. This mother has received no answers, no investigation, not even a try from authorities, a try from the people, nothing. And the boys he went with, who was allegedly supposed to be his friends, allegedly, they didn't say one word to the mother after he was deceased. After they came back and he didn't come back, they didn't even go give her a hug, say sorry, say nothing. And you telling me ain't no foul play? Matter of fact, they was in the back of a police car laughing about something, laughing, giggling, and they friend ain't nowhere around. They friend is gone. And you laughing, you goo gaga in the back of a police car type shit. I'm gonna show it in a minute, huh? Here we go, man. Here we go, man. Problem is, you know what? You know what? The truth is just not like. That's simply what it is. And it's a pick and choose world. Pick and choose people, pick and choose everything. Pick and choose social media, etc. Pick and choose truth and lies, right and wrong. Huh? They try to make wrong right and right wrong. That's the world we live in right now. Period. You know it. I know it. And most times it's about who you know, not what you know, or your talents or what you do. But this story right here shows you in deep about Minnesota. We can talk about football all day. Cool. Basketball, Anthony Edwards through the middle lane, slam dunk, all that. But what about TJ Davis? Huh? How about a real investigation, real justice for TJ Davis? St. Paul, Minnesota in general, Eagan, Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings football. Huh? How do you get a petition to reopen the case or get justice for TJ Davis? Period. Let's get back to it.
Lynching after lynching. And what I tell you, the boat is the new rope, and the rope is still there because it's still hanging from trees. With a history with no accountability in the way they carry it with us. A snake smile too. Look at the snake's face. These are demonic entities and presences upon us. Excuse me. These are evil people. No accountability. Just because you're rich and you got money, you sweep it under the rug. No
What he just
accountability
said.
for them.
Hold on, run it back.
Accountability. Just because you're rich and you got money, you sweep it under the rug.
Said just because you rich and got money, you sweeping it under the rug. Similar situation right now to the Nolan Wells case type shit. You hear me? I don't act like you don't know, have heard about Nolan Wells. Rest in peace, Nolan Wells. They're trying to sweep this one under the rug as well.
No accountability for them, but we're going to hold them accountable. And we're going to show their faces, 3 of the 4, because the 4th one, we need the picture still. And if y'all know who he is, find the picture and we're going to post him.
So once again, rest in peace. Rest in peace, TJ Davis. May his soul find peace. Condolences to his family and loved ones. You know, prayers up for his mother, of course. Sad story. Jealousy, envy, hate, clear as day. clear as day, but I just wanted to show another side right quick. I'm gonna dive into this next topic, man. We're gonna get into what we got here.